What up, y'all? Tight Shirt Terry Warfield back in the building. I hope you're having a great day so far. Yo, let's be thankful today for life. Y'all know, or some of y'all know, that I got let go from my job about 2 months ago. So actually on the 8th, it'll be 2 months coming up. And a few weeks ago, I put out a community post just asking, if y'all had questions and stuff like that. So that's what I want to do in this video, is just go through and answer some of those questions. Now, if you did not catch the video explaining what happened with my job, that video is right up there. Before I get into these questions, the one thing I want to say is some of y'all may hear these questions or the answers to these questions and be like, yo, Terry, you lucky. And I'm sorry, I just don't believe in none of that. I don't believe in luck. I believe in preparation. That's what I believe in. When you prepare the right way, then opportunities happen based off your preparation. All luck is, to me, is the way that you correlate the good and bad that happens to everybody with what you do in your life. So if you did something good, then you automatically associate the good that you received because you did good and vice versa. So anyways, with that being said, I wanted to thank all of y'all for y'all immense support, all of the calls, the text messages, the DMs, all of that stuff, man. I read every single one of them, although I can't respond to each one of them. But just know there were hundreds of them, and I appreciate each and every one. So because there were so many questions, obviously I can't answer them all, but I did take a screenshot of a bunch of them because I think these are good questions for me to answer. I will try to keep each one short. So this first question comes from photography_by_Charlie on Instagram. Hello, this is Guy with a camera on YouTube, and I don't need to be anonymous. In fact, I would love a shout out to Charlie. Question for your community post regarding unemployment. What are your income streams as a smaller creator, and what would you consider making it on YouTube? So that's a great question. I'll go ahead and answer the first one. What I've been doing since I've been laid off is I've assumed the role of a full-time editor. And this goes back to what I just said, how some of you might say I'm lucky, blah, blah, blah. Well, leading up to me being laid off, one of the things I was entertaining with another channel was being a full-time editor and XYZ. Unfortunately, like during that time, we couldn't get the money situation straight. We couldn't get the timing right. But the day I got laid off, I got a call like, yo, what was the salary you was getting? I'm like, boom, it was that. And said company said, you know what? We want to pay you XYZ dollars, which was more than what I get paid for XYZ edits per week, etc., etc. So that's what I've been doing. And look, that literally lined up the day after I got laid off. So from a financial perspective, I have not missed a beat. All of the essentials, mortgage, car note, all that stuff, food, all of the stuff that you need. None of that stuff missed the beat, and I'm very grateful for that. The day after also I got laid off, I worked out a brand deal with one of my favorite companies that was worth, several $1,000s, and another brand deal after that. So again, although it seems like the stars do align, sometimes I really believe it's preparation. You know what I'm saying? It's preparation, and then you taking advantage of opportunities when they present themselves. You got to drop seeds everywhere, yo. You never know when seeds you might drop, and I mean relationships or ideas and stuff like that. You never know when one of them might sprout just when you need it to. So as far as that, I do make money outside of that. I still do photography on the side, sometimes the occasional video project. I'm always hustling stuff, like selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I'm in the stock market, plus brand deals, affiliate programs, and stuff like that. So far, I've been able to maintain, if not make more money than I did when I was working a 9 to 5. So pretty dope. The next question comes from Landon Ketry on Instagram. Hey, Terry, here's a question for your upcoming video. Do you have a Patreon or any ways for your subs to help you out as you grow? I don't, but I am getting together a Patreon. I had one before, but the reason why I let it go is because I felt like, although the situation right now might be challenging, right? I'm also not a charity case. I'm also not afraid to work for the things I need, like money and stuff like that. So I didn't want to just put a Patreon out saying, hey guys, I lost my job. Hey, give me money. So, no, I don't have one as of yet. The one I had before, I had it all ramped up and stuff like that. But I think at that point, people didn't really trust me like that or didn't know of me. So, it didn't go anywhere. But to answer your question, Patreon and stuff is coming, but I'm not just going to be asking for money, yo. There will be something that you'll get in return for, supporting the channel. Next question comes from Jaheem, the creator on Instagram. What up, bro? I know things are tough for you right now, and you're doing what you got to do to make things happen. I was wondering how your wife and kids are taking a new change. Yo, a lot of y'all know, man, I got a big family. We got a big blended family, and to be honest, my kids, the only way they knew that something was different was they saw my YouTube video. They came upstairs like, ooh, daddy, we seen you cussing the title on YouTube, because the title said damn, right? And they was like, what happened? So I told them, like, daddy got let go from XYZ job. job, but XYZ doors did happen. So they don't notice a difference. You know, they in their own little world and they video games and tablets and all that crap. My wife, though, my wife was very supportive. I can't even lie about that. She was very encouraging at the same time. So in addition to all of y'all, you know, she was just like, yo, I'm rooting for you. Whatever we got to do, even if we got to scale back in certain places, even if we got to eat this or not eat that or not go here, like whatever it takes. And I know you ain't going to let us fall. So once I got the cosign from her, it's like it's go time. You know what I'm saying? So far, you know, it's business as usual. Fortunately, nobody's noticed any change. The next question comes from Adrius_Petty on Instagram. Question: since you've been self-employed now, why not just make a personal YouTube channel, one that incorporates vlogs, pranks, and just your lifestyle? You have the personality that could grow a channel quick and hit 500K in no time. You know what? I really respect that and I really appreciate that. I know the YouTube gurus say that you need to have a separate channel for this, a vlog channel for that, a separate channel for that. You know what? I just don't accept that. I understand that niching down and only discussing one thing may help you grow faster, but you know what? If this is my YouTube channel, I don't want people just seeing one side of me or having to go fish on another channel to find out a different side of me if they care. I would rather just have everything on one channel. So I understand it may cause me to grow slower, it may cause this, it may cause that, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna put all my blood, sweat, and tears into this channel. People will leave because I'm not just talking about cameras. People will leave because I'm not just talking about photography and iPads. But you know what, at the end of the day, I want the people here that support Terry because they support Terry, not because of the cameras that Terry uses or anything like that. So for y'all that are watching this video, yo, I want y'all to be here for Terry and come on this ride with me. And I don't want to be pigeonholed into only being able to create one type of thing on this channel. I firmly believe that when people support you, they will support whatever you do as long as it's not like against morals and stuff like that. And I want that to be the case for this channel. So in essence, I'm going to try to break the proverbial mold that everybody says I need to do. And I'm going to do everything on this channel, although, you know, it could hurt me. I guess we'll find out. All right, next question is from Brandon Good _. What up, Terry? Been watching your videos for a bit and learned a lot from you. I'm excited to see what you're going to do going forward. My question is, how do you go about pricing your work? Would you charge more for a business client rather than a singular personal client? Thank you. That's a great question. So my pricing model may or may not work for you. What I would suggest is you figure out other people around you, whatever type of work you're doing, if it's photography, film, or whatever, and try to find out what they're charging, because what I might charge here in my area might not, you know, equate to where you are. It might be more expensive, cost of living, etc. It might cost more there. So I prefer to do things by the hour, and I have an hourly rate when it comes to photography. I have an hourly rate when it comes to filming. And when I'm coming up with a proposal for clients, I literally tell them like, yo, this is broken down by hour. So for example, $100 an hour. I got to do a photography shoot. It's going to take me XYZ time to get there, XYZ time on location, XYZ time to edit these photos or video afterwards. Here is your final cost, so that they know that I'm not just sliding them a piece of paper that says, hey, pay me XYZ money. And this worked out very well for me over the last couple of years. That's what I would do. I would either find something where you can charge per package or maybe per hour, and also research around your area to see what those services you offering might be being sold for around where you are. Great question. All right, I'm gonna hit a few more. I don't want to bore y'all. The next question is from TJ Hall Photography on Instagram. Hey Terry, man, praying for you and your family in the season of transition. Number one question: I know being laid off was unexpected, but you were already working towards leaving the job. But did you have an estimated time frame for it? And number two, in this season of transition, what have you learned about yourself? Oh man, great questions. Number one, yeah, I was planning to leave my job, but just like many other people who are planning to leave, when were you actually going to do it? Were you actually going to do it? You could tell everybody and their mama, yo, I'm about to leave, you know, I'm about to quit my job. But most people don't do it. I've been saying that I was going to go back to being an entrepreneur because I did it before, but I failed. So the reality was I ever going to leave my job? I don't think so. So it's kind of like this forced me into making a change that I've been wanting to change, but I wouldn't do it out of fear of failing, you know, for the people that I have to take care of. So that's number one. Number two, in this season of transition, what have you learned about yourself? That's a great question. I've learned that most importantly, you need to believe in yourself, even through the rough times, even though things might not seem to be going your way and all that stuff. You gotta believe that I can. Always say I can't and I can are both true. It just depends on what side of the table you want to be in. If you believe you can't, you can't. But if you believe you can, if you really believe that, you can do anything you want to do. Next question is from Hindsight_101_media on Instagram. Knowing what you know now, What would you have done differently to better prepare for losing your job? Keep up the great work. Thanks for everything. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I honestly don't think I could have done anything better because I wasn't expecting it. And that's where the problem with depending on the job comes into play. You know, we rely on these safety nets, these security nets that jobs provide us. We don't think about the unexpected. What if I did get fired tomorrow? What would I do? I don't know. You know, I didn't have a lot of extra time to really build or scale anything outside of what I was already doing, more than I was already doing it. So, you know, that's a great question that I haven't put thought into. I'm glad it happened because this was a change that I feel like I needed to make. So sorry I don't have an answer for your question, but great question. All right, next question on Instagram, Vincente117. Okay, so I have a question for your next YouTube video. How much do you spend on marketing and what platforms do you concentrate on? I don't spend anything on marketing because I've found it to be hugely unreliable and unsuccessful when I'm talking about like advertising myself online through Facebook ads or Instagram ads. And part of it is I probably don't understand how to target audience, but I don't do any of that stuff because I don't want to feel like without those things that I can't grow or I can't get myself out there. So I'm always open to ideas, suggestions from people. If you have ways that you think might work, but it's kind of hard to just advertise somebody, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're a celebrity or something like that. I think it's kind of hard to just advertise, hey, y'all, go follow Terry, unless I were to do a course or something like that, which is a possibility, but that's the answer to the question. What social platforms do I concentrate on? YouTube and Instagram Reels, because those are the two platforms when it comes to like our social platforms that all of us use that pay. You know what I'm saying? They don't pay a whole lot, but they do pay, and they pay consistently. So those are the two that I focus on. All right, the next question is on my community post, and that's from Sheeps for Jeeps. I do apologize, I do not have Instagram, but my one question for you, if you want to answer this, do you feel like you're going to lose faith in Jesus over this? So one thing I don't discuss is religion with people. You know, religion is just one of those subjects that people are very emotional about and will literally end a whole friendship over your differences in religion if you believe in religion. All right, next question is from lawsons.creek.apre. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It's an Instagram account. Hey, Terry, this is Jeff from Lawsons Creek Apre, same name on YouTube. Shout out to Jeff. My question is, what is your opinion on gear versus content? Do you think people need to worry about buying better cameras and mics or focus on content and add better equipment later? Best of luck on your self-employment journey. You got this. Your videos are excellent. I enjoy watching. I appreciate you so much. Listen, I think you should focus on content first. Before you focus on buying 74 cameras and XYZ, focus on content. Yo, how do I engage with an audience? How do I convert people to subscribers on whatever platform that is? How do I get people to like me and be interested in watching a whole video from me? How do I improve my camera presence? How do I improve this? How do I improve that? The thing is you need those skills first. You can go buy all the cameras you want, but if you suck with any camera. You suck with that camera, you suck with that camera. But if you have a great skill set first, then all of the gear just adds icing to the cake. So you also got to remember that some of the biggest channels like Mr. Beast built 6 million subscribers with a freaking cell phone. That tells you that content is king. As long as people are entertained, they are being taught something, most times they don't really care what it looks like as long as they can hear it. Now, obviously in the camera space, we're all camera snobs and image quality snobs, so it's a little bit different in this space. But as a whole, I think you need to focus on content first, gear second. The next question comes from Chad is Traipsing. Sorry if I mispronounced that wrong. Terry, looking forward to the life and experience YouTube content. I just found you recently and I've watched a few of your non-tech videos. I think your audience might change, but people will love that stuff. I'm currently working 60 hours a week as a cook, trying to find my way through photography and video with every minute of free time I have. Would love to hear you talk about how you juggled the two. I don't live in Ohio anymore, but grew up in Columbus. Ohio love, baby. Keep killing it. Listen, I always say no excuses, right? I got a lot of similar challenges that you do. I worked full-time, family, they all in sports. I still do photography on the side, do YouTube on the side, which takes up a whole lot of time. And on top of that, I still got to find time to work out and then to take a breather sometimes. So in reality, the only thing I can say to you how I juggled it is just to juggle it. If you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for you. That's literally my mentality. Now, obviously, there's ways that you can be more efficient with time. That's something that you can try working on, or maybe condensing certain tasks to knock them out all at the same time versus having them spaced out throughout the day. So those little time-saving tips, editing after the kids go to bed, getting up an extra hour early before the day starts to finish working on the edit, stuff like that helps. But at the end of the day, you know, you just got to get it done, and that's it. Okay, I got one more question I'm gonna answer because this is a good one. And I'm sorry to all the people I couldn't get to. Like, I still have like 40 questions on that list. Hey Terry, since you're asking for questions, by the way, this is from MC Attack on Instagram. Since you're answering questions, with the camera market dwindling, what role do you think influencers like you can do to bring new people to the medium? How can we get people to get into the hobby firstly, since professionals will get this gear anyways? That is a great question. And that is something that I'm trying to work on pivoting. So, what can we do to bring excitement to an otherwise pretty boring and uninspired space? New product releases are few and far between. The new product releases ain't always exciting. How do we bring some sauce to the camera space that I think it sorely needs? And I really think the way we do that is through getting away from the traditional camera and tech videos. That's why I'm doing these vlogs. That's why I'm incorporating family life and an entertainment factor to my videos, because I'm actually sick of watching camera reviews where people are just sitting down. Although I still do them here and there, I'm sick of watching that. Like, so I'm trying to create other type of content that I would like to watch, that I would like to, sit down and binge watch. I think people just need to bring more personality and have more fun with it, because it's very, very sterile. And I get it, some people might like that, but if we're talking about shaking up the space, bringing more excitement to it, how do we turn people into hobbyists and then professionals? Start making videos showing them how fun cameras are to use, and start making vlogs and showing off the cameras and talking about the specs and stuff while you're vlogging, while you're living life. Do lifestyle type things, because I'm telling y'all right now, this is turning into a lifestyle channel if you haven't seen. Sure, I'm going to still do camera videos and tips and tricks and editing tips and tricks and Apple content and stuff like that, but at the core, this is going to be a lifestyle channel based on Terry Warfield and things I love to do. Tech and cameras is just one of those, but guess what? I still love other things. I like to hang out. I like weapons. I like cars. I like all types of stuff. So all of those things you're going to see on this channel. And I don't know, it may or may not work, but at least I think that's how we bring in hobbyists to the space. Also, one last thing, I think we need to bring in more friendly cameras. Like, not everybody wants to go spend $4,000 on a camera. More entry-level type cameras that more people can get their hands on, that are geared towards sharing content and creating stuff. So I guess what I'm trying to say is lowering the barrier of entry to get into this field, photography, film, and stuff like that. And also make learning about this stuff fun. So again, cycling back to stop making these boring tech videos about camera specs and shutter speeds and stuff like that. And I think people are inclined to watch those more when it's not so sterile. So again, I'm not throwing shade on people who quote unquote are sterile, like with their reviews and stuff like that. But to answer your question, I think we need more life in this space and not for it to be so techie, if that makes sense. So anyways, like I said, there's like 50 other questions, 40 to 50 other questions that I literally have screenshots of them all, but we'll be talking for 4 hours if I sit here and answer every question. What I hope you got from this video is at least 1 or 2 gems that might be able to help you out on your journey, or hope you learned something from this video, something like that. And I appreciate all of y'all's support so much. I'm telling you, I'm sorry that this is a long video, but I got a lot to say. I appreciate y'all's support so freaking much. It has been huge and instrumental in me going through this transition and believing in myself that I can do this transition. And here we are. But anyways, both batteries are dying. I am running out of memory card space on this one, and I got to get to the gym before the kids get out of school. Life of a dad. And then, I'll catch y'all later. So peace and chicken grease. I'm out of here. Much love, man. Thank you so much, Terry Warfield. Peace.